Everyone, Phi Farley here. It is week 11 of the NFL season. It is Friday, and I have got a couple picks to get in for you here in 1 second. First, let me say thank you to subscribers, though. If you haven't subscribed, do so. Please hit the notification bell. Check out my college football picks. You can check out my Monday recap as well as weekday pick as that comes out each and every Monday. All right, first, before I get into this, interesting slate of games, top to bottom. There's a lot of abnormal, non-conference games set up this week, but a lot of symmetry, a lot of, it reminds me of the ACC, Big Ten, college basketball crossovers, where you got teams similar records, similar styles. You got the Rams, Chiefs, both at top of the heap. You got the Cardinals, Raiders at the bottom, squared off. So interesting week to cap when it comes to stylistic and matchups. Not like your typical Bengals Steelers type matchup where they know each other and they're familiar and we have history to go on. So interesting week to cap when it comes to sides and totals. But I do have 4 plays for you, so let's get right to it. First, though, before I do that, let me also, I'm going to give my 2 cents on the Rams-Chiefs, because that's not one of the games, but I know someone will probably ask, what do you think of the Rams-Chiefs game? So this is coming in Monday night. 2 different sides to this. Public is on the Chiefs side. Publix is taking 3 or 3.5, depending on when you got it. The sharp money is clearly on the Rams side. And by a long shot, which is pouring in to drive this line from 3 to 3.5. It's actually speaking volumes that sharp money is going in on this because it's such a popular game. To drive that number from a 3 key number up to 3.5 is pretty impressive. One hesitance I have with the Rams is that they lost Cooper Kupp. And why is that important? There is no greater higher percentage connection between Goff and Kupp than anyone else in the NFL. I think it was 77% of the time the ball goes up out of Goff's hand into Kupp's area, it is caught. So many third downs, which the Rams are one of the best teams on third down conversions, many of those third down catches go to Cooper Kupp. They lost him for the rest of the season. I don't think it'll be a huge problem getting Josh Reynolds acclimated with the offense. He's done well in those times he has come in. But I think you're going to see a lot of action over to Robert Woods and other receivers, maybe a little bit to Higbee, getting other individuals into the game, not to mention Todd Gurley is going to pound the ball on the Chiefs. I have no doubt, no matter what the outcome, that he's going to be doing that. So not a play, gun to my head. If I had to make a decision, it would probably be on the Rams minus 3.5 because I'm going to be on the sharp side, not the public side as far as that one goes. Not one of my plays, but just want to get my 2 cents out there in case anyone wants to know. All right, so let's get into my picks. So first game I have is going to be going to Chicago with the Bears and the Vikings. I'm going to take the coach in which, if you were to bet blindly, has been profitable on the gambling side. One of 3 coaches in the NFL. 1, Bill Belichick. 2, Andy Reid. 3, Zimmer of the Vikings. So we're getting 3 points here. I believe we have the better quarterback. I think we have the better defense. That's right, even the better defense, as well as offensive weapons, and the better coach. So all those things, we could hold aside the offensive weapons. Those other 3, those 3 aligned, and we're getting 3 points. I like that spot. So I'm going to be fading the Bears here. I'm going with the Vikings. I think they're the better team. I trust Kirk Cousins a little bit more in this one than Trubisky. And so I'll be taking the 3 with the Minnesota Vikings. All right. Second game I have for you is going to be going to Washington Redskins hosting the Houston Texans. All right. So I really like this game because I already faded the Redskins last week, and the Buccaneers did everything possible to get the Redskins back in that game. Fumbles, interceptions. It was terrible. They absolutely destroyed the Redskins in between the 20s. However, they just couldn't get the ball for the life of them into the end zone, and they ended up not getting a single touchdown the entire game, ending with 3 points. Might be still a little bit bitter about that one. But here we have a much better defense coming in with the Texans. I think the Texans are going to absolutely smash the Redskins' offensive line, which has been depleted and is hurting. And as well as they have the better offense, Deshaun Watson starting to click. And And so I think Texans is going to much look like what the Falcons did against the Redskins, which was complete domination. And I think that's going to be the same thing here today or on Sunday. So I'll be taking the Texans -3, no problem. I think we have a 7 to 8 point win there for the Texans. I think it'll be fairly easy. So third game I have for you is going to be Bucks Giants. This game played in New York is going to be, the total is set at 52, then bet up to 52.5. So right now we're at 52.5 in this one. I think we have an opportunity for the Giants offense to finally launch. So they have played some really tough defenses. When you look at their lineup, I mean, they've had to play the Redskins, which play a slow tempo running offense. They've had to face the Eagles, Panthers, even Saints, actually, lowest run total offense of anyone in the NFL. Texans, Cowboys, Jaguars. I mean, those are all defensive-minded teams. And now they get to play the Buccaneers. They are chomping at the bit, I bet, to play the Buccaneers. And Odell Beckham Jr. and Saquon Barkley and Eli Manning and his wimpy arm are all going to be excited to finally play a team like the Buccaneers. And even though their defense, which has been giving up some points as well, is going to try and hang in this one. I think they'll be on top at the end of the game. I don't really care, though, because I'm going to be taking the over 52.5 in this one. I think the Giants cannot be held under 27 in this one, and I also think that the Buccaneers are going to be within a field goal. So I think we're going to be up probably 32 to 20, 32-30, somewhere right in there. So I'm going to be taking the over 52.5 Giants Bucks. So last game I have for you is going to be the absolute garbage bowl. Raiders at Cardinals. Why would anyone want to play this game? I don't know. But here's what I do know is that the Cardinals average, I believe it's 13 points a game. 13.8, excuse me, Cardinal fans out there. 13.8 points a game, and they're laying 5.5. Amazing to do. Raiders, even though they may start to feel depleted, losing Amari Cooper, losing each week. I think every week that goes on, wind is coming out of their sails. But to lay 5.5, I think they look at this game as a little glimmer of hope that we may have a chance here to win this game. I don't think it'll matter on their draft pick. To get to 2 wins is not saying much. But 5.5, I mean, this has got to be a field goal game either way. And you got Derek Carr at quarterback. I mean, it's really hard to polish this turd of the Raiders team. I just think 5.5 is too much. I mean, I could probably talk about the field goal kickers and how good they are in this matchup. But I think that's all it's going to come down to is field goal kicking. So I'll take 5.5 in that matchup with the Oakland Raiders. So there you go. I got Oakland plus 5.5. I got the Vikings plus 3. I got the Texans minus the 3. And then over the total with the Bucks and the Giants. All right, at 52.5. All right, good luck, everyone, this weekend. If you got any picks you like, if you got any that you disagree on, throw that down in the comments. I always like seeing that, and I'll probably chime back at you. Good luck. See ya.